With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rush in for 48. Two.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got a man, it's Brown.
Cousins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Listen to me.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
first and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Quick slant to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
At the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Big play!
Joey slides.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let him know. Where's your hot? Check 59. 382. Let it 50. Yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the carry.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Seahawks 7.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down at all.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Second down and goal. Cousins, his pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Gostkowski the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Following the interception, Cousins. He's got Jake Butt as tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
10 at the 26-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to go to work.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's...
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
To Todd Gurley.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That tackle for loss goes to Whitney Merciless. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's now third.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
Brought down right.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, gun. 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Dallas.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it's second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Buster Screen. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
At the 37-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
recovery of the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Finding Gabriel complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Woods has it complete. The 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He made touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Lining up.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like,
and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 30, 20, 10, and he's taking it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Joey Sly lining up for the ball.
And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Cousins on the keeper.
So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.